Welcome to Find It in Fergus Falls. I'm Lisa Workman with the Fergus Falls Area Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Mary Philippi, Executive Director for United Way of Otter Tail and Wadena Counties. And on the countdown.
Yeah, you know, Mary, the United Way covers such a large area. You know, we plan and we do this show, and I'm just so thankful that you're in Fergus Falls so many Fridays, because with 2 counties and a lot of square miles to cover,
Yes.
you are out and about.
Yes, I am. And, you know, it's, I joke a little bit about on the countdown, and for our audience purposes, I am on the countdown for my ending date with United Way, and excited to try a new career, hopefully, and but have loved my time at United Way. So.
And Mary, thank you for how many years with United Way?
You know, when I'm done, we'll have done 18 campaigns. So 17 years, 18 campaigns with United Way.
Wow. Well, and speaking of campaign, it is that time. It's campaign time, which means there's time to give.
Yes, and we are, beginning the start of our campaign. We've set that goal, and our goal is $400,000 again this year. And last year, we raised $438,000.
Wow, that's simply amazing.
Yeah, and that is only happening because of great volunteers and a very generous community and great gifts all around. So thank you to everyone who has participated in our annual campaign. But that doesn't include our things like Friends of Friends Fighting Hunger and all the other initiatives and grants that we receive. So last year for 2020 was our highest grossing revenue year in the history of United Way.
Wow.
So, and during a pandemic, that's phenomenal.
Pretty amazing, and such a caring community. You know, thanks to the community and to all those businesses and individuals who contributed in some way to United Way, and really all those funds go right back into the community to help so many people in need.
Yeah, and I like to talk about, yes, we've raised a lot of money, but all those dollars stay local and go right back into our local programs, and we keep that overhead cost very low so that programs are funded and lives are improving locally.
Absolutely. You know, and speaking of generous, I do want to give a little thank you too. We had more than a dozen of our chamber members contribute to the Chamber's Local Business Resiliency Fund, which helped those members that were struggling maintain their chamber membership benefits and all of that access and all of the marketing opportunities for them if they were unable to pay. So again, thank you to so many members who've made that contribution to help others in the community, because they want to lift them up, and I think that's what it's all about in our area.
Yes, and speaking of resiliency, right now there is funding available for people who are facing homelessness or housing or have back rent that needs to be paid. And I'm going to look at my phone because I have a little information on here that I can't remember everything.
It's a relatively new program that was just launched.
Yes, just launched. So Rent Help MN is now open for applications. And this is for persons who may have some back rent beginning back at March 13th of 2020.
Sure.
So it helps you get caught up maybe on some utilities or some rental assistance that you might need. So what you'll want to do is go to renthelpmn.org to fill out an application online, or you can just dial 211. And like 911 is for emergency, 211 is a Minnesota Help and Resource Development line. So just dial 211. If that number doesn't work, you can also dial 1-800-847-5. I'm going to get that number wrong.
We'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, we'll put it on the screen. But it is just dial 211 and you can get connected with that. And again, that website is renthelpmn.org.
Great resource. And again, that's a lot of what United Way is about too, is connecting people with the resources that they need in their time of need. Yeah. Well, speaking of need, Sharon Heifort is going to be here with ShoreTex, and they're in need of employees. They need some help. They need workers. So we're going to find out about a new employment opportunity in Fergus Falls as we visit with Sharon. So stay tuned.
Extinction is forever. To save America's most iconic and imperiled species from extinction, we must fight for their future. Fight to save the natural lands that wildlife call home. Fight to limit pollution. Fight for smart development. Fight for their future. Fight for ours. For so goes nature, so goes us.
Well, welcome back to Find It in Fergus Falls. I'm joined today by Sharon Heifort of ShoreTex. Sharon, glad to have you on the show. And first I gotta say congratulations for winning the big TV from Park
Yay!
Region for the annual meeting. That's a good deal,
It
huh?
is a great deal. Thank you.
Well, and involved in the community, ShoreTex has been part of Fergus Falls for quite a long time. Tell us a little bit about the history of the company, because I think that's interesting. People kind of sometimes get confused.
Yeah, there's a common misconception that we're part of ShoreMaster, and we were 31 years ago part of ShoreMaster.
Right.
Dennis Toole purchased a canvas shop here in Fergus Falls to supply their canopy needs.
Right, for the
And-
docks and lifts and all that type of stuff.
Soon after he did that, his daughter Melissa Rogers moved here from the cities and managed ShoreMaster Fabric Division, and 30 years ago this month it spun off to its own company, so it's independent of ShoreMaster for 30 years.
Wow, and really, it's been, I mean, talk about a way that two businesses have worked together kind of over the years, and now it's completely different.
Yes.
Changed.
So my partner Bill and I have worked for Melissa at ShoreMaster Fabric for 25 years, and about 5 years ago we purchased the business from her.
Right, so
Yeah.
separate now, ShoreTex Products,
Yep.
independent. You and Bill Casper are the owners, and literally, you guys have almost since day one.
Well,
I
the
mean,
reason
for
I
a very long
I was
time.
hired there is as the bookkeeper because they spun off to their own company. So that's where I got my beginnings.
Sure. So it started as a bookkeeper position, and
Yep, when I was 10.
smart girl. Well, of course.
Right.
And now you guys have worked your way through the whole company and owners.
Yeah, we're owners. You know, we didn't have a huge learning curve because we've been there so long.
Right.
But being owners is obviously different.
It definitely.
Yeah.
Well, and that's one nice thing too is, I mean, you guys have a really such a strong belief in the company and what you do that you were willing to step up and say, yeah, we can own this. We can
Right.
take it from here.
Yep, it's been great. You know, no regrets, that's for sure. We have a great crew. There's about 35 people that we have
Wow.
there now, and
They make things happen.
yeah, we used to be seasonal, and not any longer. You know, we make boat covers for Lund Boats, and Crestliner up in New York Mills is by far our biggest customer.
Okay.
So the OEM market, as well as canopy OEMs such as Beach King up
Yep.
in DL Frazee area, and out in Buffalo, New York, we have a manufacturer out there we supply. So we have the OEM market,
Right.
we have a dealer network, the brick and mortar dealer network.
Right. So you're building straight to go out to marine dealerships across
Right.
the country.
Exactly. And then we also have our online dealers as well as our own website. Right.
So a lot of places that people are buying products, and you know, in this past, you know, like you said, you used to be seasonal, and you know, I remember the days, and you guys would stock up for the season, so to speak, and then kind of take a break in the off season, and now it's
Ideally,
a year-round role.
Ideally, yeah, in December, January, February, we were stocking our shelves, but this year it just didn't slow down for us to do that.
Right, and so that has been one of the, I guess, you know, positive benefits of people quarantining and, you know, enjoying all the great outdoors is that they are out using their boats and their lifts, and they're purchasing new equipment, and boy, it keeps those sewing machines rolling.
It sure does. Yeah, the marine market exploded, as well as other home, you know, items, RVs, and as everybody knows, it's
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, it's been very crazy for you guys, and one of the things that, as you mentioned, you've got a great crew there. You've got a lot of people who've been there a long time as well, and which says a lot about the company and what it is like for a place to work. And do you guys have openings?
We sure do. We always have sewing openings and sewing positions. And we have hired to be able to keep up with some demand, but we are still hiring.
Still need people. So full-time, part-time positions?
We prefer full-time. The nice benefit of working is it's a comfortable environment.
Yeah.
There's no public interaction really, you know, we've
Yeah.
got our crew.
You just do the work.
And no nights, no weekends. So
Yeah, that's super nice for folks because it's a regular schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said, you prefer full-time. Part-time opportunities might be available too.
right. Yep, for the right person or in the right shift.
Sure. So tell me, Sharon, about the types of skills that you would be looking for somebody to join your team.
Sure. We always look for people who have any sewing experience, you know, home sewing experience, learned from their grandmother, learned at home ec class
Yep.
in high school.
Any of those things.
Yep. They tend to be very good hand-eye coordination
Yep.
skills and maybe a little crafty.
Sure.
Yep. Can envision the finished product.
Yeah, right, because you guys are really so, I mean, when you think about a canopy or a boat cover, that's a lot of material or a lot of fabric and,
Right. Yeah, the canopies do get big.
yep,
We usually tag team with 2 people working on them at the same time.
sure. And there's a few other positions too, so there's the sewing and then you've got, you know, all kinds of other aspects that make that
Right.
happen.
We have shipping department, cutting department. All our patterns are on CAD, so they're automatically cut on our cutting machines.
Sure,
And welding, we do a lot of heat sealing with the welder, not your
Yeah.
typical welding.
it's not, you're not doing the actual like dock lifts or,
Correct.
or the
So it's just a
canopies.
machine that melts the material together, and it gets you a seam that's not, no needle holes in it, and
Right.
strong.
Yeah, and the products that you guys make are phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. We've got one of the, I don't know, it's a lighter weight canopy, and that thing goes up so easy.
Right. Yeah,
And,
there's options, materials, and colors, and
durable,
yeah.
durable too. That's, I mean, the high quality products, your team does a great job. And
Thank you.
they've got I'm sure they've got a busy, well, it's going to be a busy season again, or a busy year.
Yeah, it hasn't stopped. And it's a great problem to have.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go out in a bit and share some information about ShoreTex. Anything else? How do people apply? That would be the
Go
key thing.
on our website would be the easiest, ShoreTexFabric.com career page. You'll see the application there.
Fantastic. Anything else we should touch on?
Don't think so.
All right. Well, if you know anyone that knows how to sew or looking for a part-time or full-time position, apply. Apply.
Apply.
All right. Thanks, Sharon, for joining us
Thank
today,
you.
and thanks to your crew for helping everybody get out and enjoy the great Minnesota lake season.
Thank you for
You
having me.
bet. We'll be back after a little break. so we're here at ShoreTex, and it's a Friday, and people are working overtime today. But it's, a lot of smiles on the faces, and we're here with Roxanne, who's been here. How long have you been here?
I think it's almost 16 years I've been here.
And so tell me what you like about working at ShoreTex Products.
Oh, we have good benefits, no nights, no weekends, no holidays. It's really nice, friendly atmosphere. Everybody seems to get along well with each other. We kind of do, little, like somebody bakes for somebody once in a while. Seems like once a week somebody's making something for us to eat anyway.
Food is always a really good thing when you're working, right?
Exactly.
And it's been fun doing the tour because people are just working and they're having a, they're enjoying it. They're into what they're doing, and you guys are helping people enjoy summer. So thank you, Roxanne, for everything that you're doing for ShoreTex here.
Sign up for free to become a VetTixer and start creating new happy memories that will last a lifetime. Go to vettix.org to become a member now. VetTix, give something to those who gave.
Well, welcome back to the show. We hope you enjoyed all the information that Sharon Heifort shared with us about ShoreTex. And again, looking for employees out there. So if you are someone looking for work, or if you know of somebody, send them out there. And of course, employment is such a major piece of people's lives. Just to let people know, we have our job postings on our website at fergusfalls.com, and it's under the job postings tab. But with that, people need, it starts out early. It starts out with early education. It starts out with their schooling, and learning those basic skills when they're at school makes them great employees. And with that, we've got the school year wrapping up, and United Way, you guys are already thinking about the school year for the fall.
Right now we're working on developing those lists for school supplies needed for the 2021-22 school year. Wow,
Crazy.
Already. And so our application will be available, and we start early because we need to know how much supplies we have to buy to prepare. And typically we have anywhere from 750 to 850 people, our families and students, apply for the program. So if you are a family in need of school supplies, visit our website at uwotw.org. We're going to have, by the end of May, we'll have that application, or by the middle of May, we'll have that application available. And you want to have that application turned in or filled out from our website by the middle of July so that you get registered. Of course, we always take late applications. We want everyone to be prepared for school, but help us out by registering early so that we know how many volunteers we need to get to stuff those backpacks. And I know your Sertoma group has always been so great about filling hundreds of backpacks for us. So, and don't confuse this with our feeding backpack program. This is for school supplies. So, and we're hopeful for this upcoming school year. Vaccinations are happening, kids are back in school at a normal learning pace, and we can make sure that all those needs are filled.
Absolutely. And Mary, think about it when you were a kid. Think back to grade school and that feeling of having that new backpack full of new crayons and new pencils, how excited you were, and as the school year goes on, remember everyone, when you were like, you'd have lunch break and you'd get together with your buddies and you'd have lunch and you'd just talk about stuff and that buzz of the lunchroom. Well, we're creating that with the chamber in a very small and manageable sense with Connect for Lunch.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so now every Tuesday we pick a different chamber member restaurant and we invite you to join us there at 11:30 and just connect for lunch. Make some connections in the community, talk about what's going on in your business or your organization. Just a great way for folks to get to know each other, and it's been a great buzz already. We've been at Don Pablo's, the Viking Cafe, Northerner Lanes, and our next one will be April 27th at Pizza Ranch. We posted on our Facebook page, at the Chamber's Facebook page, as well as on our website too. So I think about school and all those school lunches where you'd be just talking with your buddies. This is kind of like that for adults.
Great. Your events, Chamber Cafe, so always so well attended, great connections, and just a great vibe when you get there.
Absolutely. Great way to stay connected in the community, and that's what we're all about. So, well, this has been our show for the day. I think we've covered, so much already. We'll do this again next week. So thank you for tuning in to Find It in Fergus Falls.